What's up everybody, Garrett back here, and what I want to talk about today is Arrow Video's new 4K release of Wild Things. Now man, Wild Things, what a cool release from Arrow Video. I love when they do these kind of out of left field releases, things like True Romance, Legend, even taking a movie like Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, and giving it this nice limited edition box treatment. I love when they do this, and I'm really happy that they're starting to kind of take movies that are accepted in the horror community and kind of putting them in these nice new editions in 4K and in Blu-ray. I love that stuff. And when Wild Things was announced, I was all about it. Now, this movie came out in 1998, and I can remember seeing this thing in the theater when I was in high school. My friend Scott's dad brought him and I to see this in the theater, and man, being a teenage boy seeing this thing in the theater, I absolutely loved it. Not only just the cast itself and all the stuff it's kind of known for, but I just really hadn't seen a lot of movies up to that point that had so many twists and turns and had you thinking and this and that. So it was something I fell in love with right away. So, I mean, I've been a huge fan of this movie. I even have this old standard Blu-ray. There's like no features or anything on this. So boom, this thing is gone. Now I got this brand new edition from Arrow Video, which I want to dive into now and show you guys what this thing comes with and what's on this thing. All right, so as you know how Arrow Video does it, it's got this cool thick box here. Inside, you've got the 4K with the original artwork. There is actually some reversible cover art, which is the same artwork that you're gonna get here. And inside you have postcards like Arrow usually does with all the main characters in it. Now again, this movie is stacked with big names. It's got Kevin Bacon, you've got Denise Richards in here. You've got your photo of Neve Campbell. We have Matt Dillon. Another Kevin Bacon one. So you got a lot of these stills, these little postcards here with the logo on the back, with the cover art. But also too, this movie also has Bill Murray as well. So big all-star cast in this movie here. And what I'm just noticing now is there's an actual card for Desperado. Usually when they do this, it's kind of giving you a hint of what's to come. That would be a pretty cool release for Desperado. I don't have a good release. I think I only have this on DVD. So man, I would love an upgrade on that as well. Now, along with that, you do get a poster that you can fold out with. It's got the original artwork and it's got the newly commissioned artwork as well. And like Arrow always does, is they always give you a nice book. Like this thing is stacked. I haven't got to check it out yet, but as you can see, full color pictures in here. There's a lot of information here, guys. So very, very cool that they're giving this much love to this movie here. This has a 4K restoration of the original theatrical cut and the unrated cut as well. It's got a bunch of commentaries with Denise Richards and the director. They talked to George Clinton, who did the score for this movie. And you've got a making of documentary here. So this thing is pretty stacked with special features. Like I said, the Blu-ray before it had nothing. So you're getting a lot of stuff here. So really cool to see that they put the effort into this movie. Now, in my opinion, this was pretty ahead of its time back in 1998. Then there was starting to have other movies that kind of were very similar. This was kind of like that post-Scream era. And man, this movie was just awesome, super memorable. It spawned a ton of sequels that I've actually never seen, but man, this is such a great flick, and I think it really holds up. And I checked it out, and the quality and the picture look fantastic. I mean, this thing's never looked and sounded better. I highly recommend this. Not only is this edition super cool, they also have that Steelbook limited edition as well, which actually has even cooler artwork, in my opinion, than this one. So if you want to check that one out as well, they do have a deluxe edition, which is a big thick box like this, different artwork, and a Steelbook instead of the regular 4K here. So man, Wild Things on 4K from Arrow Video is a must buy. I would definitely grab this thing. I don't know how limited this is, but it is something I would definitely add to my collection because this movie rocks. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of Wild Things. Have you seen it before? Like I said, I saw this in theaters as a teenager and I actually needed my friend's dad to get us in. So if you're around my age, maybe you were in the same boat because, man, when I saw this thing, I was completely blown away. And I still like it a lot. So super happy to see that Arrow Video gave this thing a lot of love. And I'm really looking forward to some of the cool titles that Arrow has in store. So, man, thank you guys again for checking this out. This is Garrett at Born to be Rad. And like always, stay rad.